Fans, we and Stevo are in the building today, and we're gonna break down Matt Eberflus's press conference from today, which was Monday. Pretty frustrated about it. We're gonna get into it all and more right after this.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host here, Haize. That's Stevo in the building. Stevo, man, Matt Eberflus's press conference was happening to go down the same time as Chicago Bulls Media Day, but it seemed like the media really was coming at Matt Eberflus a little bit as far as just not letting him wiggle out of some of the non-answers he's given before. Specifically, one of the things that stood out to us yesterday, we talked about in his post-game presser, was the flat-out lie when it came to Chase Claypool and them sending him home and telling him not to come. He clarified today and then said that he was unclear. He wasn't clear, and that yes, him and Ryan Poles told Chase Claypool on Saturday to stay at home, that he shouldn't come in. He tried to play this off as if it wasn't a lie, but he outright said in yesterday's press conference, we did not make that decision until today.
I don't see how the hell you get that misconstrued as in not being clear. No, sir. You were very much clear. You was a very much clear liar. You just lied, and we caught you. I'm sorry that and it just now it's making me seem like you a quarterback and none of your teams in sync, because 9 times out of 10, your quarterback sound like a coach for the most part. And y'all didn't have that conversation. Or even if y'all did, Justin don't respect you enough no more to hold that within that conversation. Because, like, I don't know what you, as a man, what did you sitting here lying to the whole public for? If you sit here telling your team one thing, what did you telling us another thing for? Yeah. Knowing that it's gonna be like, what's the game we used to play as kids? Telephone.
Yeah.
It's gonna be telephone. You gonna say one thing here, and they gonna end up saying what really happened. And all this came from, yeah, they ain't using me right. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The mug that said it was like, really, dude. But at the same time, any fool can say that you're not using them correctly. He wasn't lying.
Yeah.
And how you gonna get and then even my mom broke it up to one point. She was like, Justice did the same thing. I'm like, he a quarterback.
Yeah, he's a quarterback. And I mean, let's be clear here. And I know a lot of people are saying that, he was punished for saying the right thing. But let's be clear. Chase Claypool's performance has also left a lot to be desired. But yeah. I mean, also, if any, okay, you sent Chase Claypool home. Matt Eberflus needs to send himself home too as well. Stay your ass at home. Don't worry about coming. Don't worry about it. The Chicago Bears are the first team in NFL history to allow 25 points in 14 straight games. We continue to be the laughing stock of the NFL.
We the 2014 76ers. We the new Browns.
That's facts. That's crazy, bro.
We damn near paper bag Detroit.
Yeah. And the thing in this press conference, and the reason why, because usually we don't do special episodes for press conference. I usually wait to talk about them on the next day. But the thing is that Matt Eberflus continues to show an ineptness and unawareness of where this football team is, and he keeps trying to he already has the haircut. He's trying to car salesman us on this Bears team, and I'm over it, bro.
I'm over it. Car salesman.
I get it, and I knew he was going to use the first half of that game to really try to focus on that, and that's all cool. But your defense was marginal the whole game and trash in the fourth quarter.
You see, one thing that people didn't like, because I watched every Monday after the games on 670 to score 8:30. They have him on the interview, so I listen to a lot of Eberflus, because the reason why I listen to a lot of Eberflus, because I don't even think he listens to himself sometimes, bro. He one of those, I don't remember who the guys were, but they asked him, they was like, during that third quarter, did you feel like you took your foot off the gas and you got less aggressive? You kind of took the ball out of Justice's hands, even though the run game was working. He was like, no, I still felt like we was very much aggressive, which I kind of like. It was kind of 50-50 with, because I'm like, we wasn't like completely not a non-aggressive, but I feel like the third what really happened in the third quarter was that's when most of our in the fourth, but a lot of our penalties started popping up around that time, and those was being one of the drive killers. He'll come up, make a positive play, and then we'll get a holding call or we'll get a false start, and then stuff like that. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because when he got to the press conference going through his game recap, that mug went from the first half, skipped the third quarter, went straight to the fourth and said, "We just need to finish." Sir, you just fucking how you just skip a whole quarter? No, you was not aggressive enough as you claimed you were a couple hours earlier on another show. You
Yeah.
were not aggressive. You were not. Yes, it was. Thank you, Ivan. It was Cap and Jay Hood. They was on there, and he was like, I was like, bro, how you gonna sit there and just skip by the third quarter like the third quarter didn't happen? There was a lot of mistakes on the coaching side, as well as on the field, that he did not want to bring up, and he went straight to the fourth and said, "We need to finish games," which is true. We definitely need to learn how to finish games, but some stuff happened in that third, mainly on the defensive side, is the reason why we couldn't finish the game.
Yeah.
It just he's just showing like as a coach, his philosophy is bullshit. The words he say is bullshit. Nobody believes what he's saying because it's contradicting himself. And then he did not listen to what he's saying on other shows because it's not matching. It's literally not matching what you're saying. You're just saying anything. It's word salad. And one thing this city and media know is a coach that's just talking,
Because that's
and
all
that's what
we've
he's
had
doing.
the last fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like we over the course of Chicago's team, like besides a couple of coaches, I want to act like every coach in the last 20 years, but most Chicago teams, we have coaches that just play word salad. They just give us they gaslight the shit out of their fan base.
He might be the worst gaslighter because
Because he also gaslights himself. It's different when somebody thinks that they're conning you. Matt Eberflus truly believes the shit that he be saying, and that's the part that's the scariest in this. He really be believing that shit.
I don't know if you got another segment for the fourth down play, but bro, did you hear his quotes on the fourth down play?
Bro, go ahead and read them. Yes.
Bro, this man, somebody asked him. Okay, so he said, first of all, so our deal with the first down was I wanted to see if we could draw him offside. It didn't work. It worked in the game earlier. I was like, I wanted a follow-up question, like, why would you do it here if you did it earlier? It's kind of easy to predict that you're gonna do it again because you went from shotgun to Roshan Johnson under center. It's kind of predictable. But you do that, you call timeout, and then we always knew he said, I wanted to seal the game. I wanted to seal the game and I wanted to go for it. We had a little over a yard to go. I feel like being a shotgun was the best choice.
Yeah.
Well, why was you in shotgun? Somebody asked. Well, a lot of other teams do it. You know, most teams when it's that situation, you just got to punch it in. And I feel like we executed it. We would have got the first down. And I was like, bro, your answer for everything can't always be if we executed it. Sometimes your play calling just was stupid, bro. I yelled. I literally lost my voice yelling that Sunday, like, bro, you needed you. The fact that you saying even today that it was even less of a yard, it wasn't even a whole yard in real game time. That it was a less of a yard. Why you're going backwards to go forward? Y'all do realize they're like almost 5 yards back from where the ball is getting snapped in shotgun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why not get Justin under center and push? Or why not get Justin, make him play on the edge? No, you said I like the way the ball was moving, which it was. But what I would have asked him is on what play in that whole drive, even during the whole remainder of this game, the beginning to the end, when did we ever see a positive play when that motherfucker went up middle? From Rojo to Khalil Herbert. When did that ever happen?
And that's the thing, when in the way they ran that play, Khalil had to move more than a yard just to get to the yard of scrimmage. I mean, the line of scrimmage. All you like, I don't even if you did want to run a dive, which is like I said, in that situation, it's the most obvious play. Why the fuck did you do it from that formation?
And looking at the defense, everybody was in the box, dog. Everybody was in the box. And everybody want to blame that on Justin. Bro, what don't y'all understand that Justin's trying to also show that he's not trying to just dog out these coaches and he's showing you the leadership qualities within him. He's willing to take it on the chin. I'm not gonna be out there and just be like, nah, coach, that don't sound right. I feel like we can run some, and that's one of the main things people from I forget the Olin crew said it. A lot of people said it. Why you didn't go to Justin? You sitting there talking to Getsy. All three of y'all should have been talking.
Or
hey, Justin, what you want to run?
Either that, and then you have they barely use Roshan Johnson. Now, if there's any situation, it was Roshan Johnson and his ability to break tackles and make a play. Why didn't you go to You've been building the confidence of this young guy for the first 3 weeks of the season. And what is probably the best situation to use him in, you don't use him. And don't get me wrong, I know Khalil was eating that game. I do not want to take away from that. Khalil was absolutely feasting. But Roshan is bigger. He's able to absorb more contact. And I tell you what, I trust Roshan to put a linebacker on their ass more than I do Khalil Herbert.
And if you didn't also notice, Herbert played that whole drive. He didn't get taken out once, which is credit to him. But at the same time, he did get a nice little break with the whole timeout and the draw play and everything. Mm-hmm. But like you said, if you like you said, you can do a dive. Don't do a damn halfback draw.
Yeah.
Do a dive. All you doing is handing the ball off, and he's going full speed. You gotta basically cut when a draw in. You basically gotta jump cut into the thing and then take off full speed up the middle. That is a play where you're trying to pick up yards. Draw plays, you're trying to pick up yards, not get a first down off of 1 yard. Dog. And like I said, you just keep. Why are you taking the ball out of Justin's hands when he having the best day of his life? Oh, everybody want to bring up that fumble. Yes, he has to take care of the ball. But how the hell do you expect that to happen when he turns around and somebody is right there? And then everybody, and even a coach even said it, a known coach, I forget who he said, but he was like, yeah, sometimes you got to take a sack. But most coaches be like, dog, if you turn around, get rid of it, dirt it.
Yeah.
So it's almost like he knows what most coaches want you to dirt it in that situation. And that's what he tried to do. How about we start talking about why the hell you just ran a whole naked bootleg instead of a chip and then tell commit to go? Why was you not able to diagnose that they was both the edges was blitzing? How did you not understand that? Nobody brought that up, but everybody want to talk about the fumble. What caused the fumble? It wasn't a misassignment. There wasn't no damn assignment right there. He was right. He was not blocked. They said hike, and before he even did the fake, he was in Justin's face. But nobody want to talk about that. Nobody brought up that first drive when the left side did a pass pro and the right side did a run play. Nobody want to talk about that just because we had a good offensive day. There was a lot of things as a head coach that was on you that you didn't do.
Yeah, facts. All that's facts. Out of this, we did get some good news. Tevin Jenkins will be returning to practice this week.
Thank you, Jesus.
So we, and I really do like the fact that Tevin Jenkins is going to be out there. We'll see how that helps them in their run and pass game against the Commanders. Before we leave, though, Cole Kmet was asked about Chase Claypool, and he asked, does he think that the relationship between the Bears and Chase Claypool was salvageable? Did you see this quote?
No.
Basically, all he said, he repeated it like 4 times. I will continue to be there for him as a friend.
That motherfucker gone.
That motherfucker.
That motherfucker's gone. That mug, he traded for this week over with.
Bro, yeah, that Claypool's up out of there. I'll
Bro,
read the exact quote.
and then Justin said it was a situation. I don't know if people picked up on that.
Yeah. Kokomet says, look, I'm just going to be there for him as a friend. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're all adults here and everyone gets to make their own decisions and can say what they want to say on things and act how they want to act, whatever it may be. But as my friend, I'm always there for Chase, whether he's here or somewhere else, wherever it is. I'm a guy that will always be there for him if he needs advice. I haven't been able to hit him up yet, but I will hit him up today after we're done with meetings and whatnot. At the end of the day, it's on him to do what he's got to do. Just as a friend, I'm going to be there for him. He said as a friend about 4 times in that.
That bug's so fired, it don't make no sense.
That's it.
That mug finna get traded, so bro. Yeah, it's a done deal. If y'all can't read between the lines, it's over with. It's like I said, it's almost
read between those lines, bro.
Bro, it's like a alarm remarketing situation. Both sides didn't help each other.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They just didn't. But yeah. But Claypool, I mean not Claypool, Komet, I got some issues with you, dog. I really do. You just got paid. And ever since then, you been giving me basically what we gave you 50. We gave you 50 million, but you been giving me 50 cents. Dog, I don't know if somebody never told you, but from Pat to everybody they didn't seen you in person. You are a monster. I'm gonna need you to stop getting hold by these little ass cornerbacks, bro. I watched that play back at the end 4 times, and I can confidently say that was a good ball.
Yeah,
Justin threw a good ball.
Yeah,
you stopped mid route for what? I don't know, but if you got eyes, if you got 2 healthy eyes, he stopped dead in the middle of the field. That quarterback got an interception on accident. That motherfucker turned around and said, "Oh shit, this shit in my hands." Just because you didn't put your big ass body in front of him.
Cole Kmet was, what's that character? I can't remember. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? That was Cole Kmet. Like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Which way do I go?
Here.
Like,
I was like,
Kmet, you was I love Cole Kmet. I love the White Rhino, but that motherfucker sucked.
He ain't been a Rhino this year.
Nah.
That must have been a platypus.
All right, it's time to go. Stevo, give me your socials, man. Let's get up out of here, bro.
Y'all know Stevo speaks on everything. Hey, you know he has, bro. That bug ain't been no Rhino, bro.
You can follow this show at Shot Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions.
Somebody said the white poodle.
ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail, 773-242-9336. We're the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We about here. Peace, y'all. That's funny. Not the